Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Patriots Field, where in today's NBIL soccer matchup, the visiting Fairlawn Cutters will take on your Wayne Hills Patriots in a crucial NBIL matchup. I'm David Suntup alongside Andrew Gayo and Aaron Ploshnick. So guys, these two teams opened up the 2007 season when they played to a 0-0 tie. What does Wayne Hills have to do to put the ball in the back of the net?
Well, it's been a problem for most of the year. However, last game they put 5 alone against the Ploshnick Hills Cowboys, and remarkably, they just did it so easily. After their first, I believe, 5 games, they were coming up short, but then finally in their 6th game, it all started to click. So whatever strategy they took in the last game, they got to just be aggressive and attack the zone of the Fairlawn.
Yeah, I think it's crucial for Wayne Hills to get their start early and often. They need to make sure that their forwards attack often on this freshman goalie, Jeff Pear. His first year, he's got the varsity experience that he has this year, and he just got up to the high school area. He's pretty good goalie, so it's not going to be an easy task, but Wayne Hills has confidence in their strikers and their midfield, so watch attacks early and often from both sides of the ball.
Wayne Hills has won their last 4 games, including on Monday they went to Ploshnick Hills and beat the Cowboys 5-0. Fairlawn off to a slow start, 3-5-1 after being 15-6-1 last season. Wayne Hills defeated Fairlawn in the first round of the Northland Group 3 state playoffs last year. I believe the score was 3-2. It was a very intense matchup. So this is an important game for both teams, especially Fairlawn, because if Fairlawn wants to play in the state tournament this year, they need to win this game because you have to be 500 by the cutoff date.
Oh, absolutely. I think they're going to be fine. I mean, they're on a 4-game winning streak. They have a lot of momentum on their side. Dan Constance has been kind of real clutch for them in their past wins, along has Sean Kennedy. But really, the problem this year primarily has been the midfield. The midfield has not had good passing throughout the year. So if they can fix that, they're going to be in good shape because the man in the net, he's doing his job.
Yeah, Alan Bernstein has been phenomenal in that this year. I believe he's only given up 1 goal all year. Correct me if I'm wrong.
He has I know his goals against average is .71 per game, so he's doing his job.
As Brunetti kicks the ball up to Dubin. Dubin, as the pass gets taken away, headed away by Daniel. As it's taken by Dubin. Dubin back to Daniel. Kicked up by Brunetti, headed by Constance. It's taken away by Hott. Hott over to Medina. As the ball is kicked up by number 14 for Fairlawn, Saker Hott. Prohl fighting for the ball. Medina tries to center it, as the ball is kicked away by Joe Donofrio and then headed up by Robbie Peterson. Hott passes it to the right to number 16 for Fairlawn, Dan Cook. As Dubin chases down the ball on the left sideline. Dubin up to Peterson. As Daniel controls the ball by his own box. As Daniel kicks the ball into Fairlawn territory. Cook up the right sideline. As the ball will go out of bounds, it'll be a throw-in for Wayne Hills.
And right now, the Patriots seem to have it in their own half of the zone, and they're trying to get into Fairlawn's zone, but these two teams are highly defensive on both sides of the ball, so if they want to have any chance of scoring, they have to keep getting it into Fairlawn's zone and keeping it there for a while.
Because Alan Bernstein, he's been one of the top goalies in North Jersey this season, but there's always so much he could stop. If he's going to have to face 20 shots a night, it's going to be tough for Wayne Hills to win.
You know, Alan Bernstein hasn't had to face that many shots all year because Wayne Hills' defense has been pretty solid. But, I mean, a lot of these guys have a lot of experience besides high school ball. I mean, a number of them play for the Sport Friends organization. I know Bernstein has been playing for Sports Friends for quite a while, as well as Tyler DeVrodi, Vinny Porta, Jordan Sugin. So they have a lot of experience, and I think that plays to their advantage.
It definitely does, because anytime you could play with a group of your teammates through the offseason, you develop a lot of continuity. You know where each player wants the ball, so it definitely helps out a lot, especially on the defensive end because it helps with communication. As the Fairlawn goalie controls the ball, and he will be ready to punt it away. As I am without my roster for a few minutes, since Emmanuel Ogothetis is writing down the roster for Coach Nelson Graham. Graham, his 27th season as the Wayne Hills Patriots coach. Pretty incredible, guys.
Yeah, Nelson Graham has been around soccer for a number of years. It's pretty much his life. That's how I would classify it. He played on in college, I believe. He's played with a number of players from many colleges. I mean, he has his board up next to his room in Wayne Hills High School that talks about all the game, and he just loves the game.
As Pro and Constance do a give and go. Constance, as his shot is wide left. Dan Constance had a great opportunity to score, and he knows he possibly let one get away there.
No, good opportunity there set up by the Patriots. If they keep doing that, it's eventually going to go in. That's all you got to do. You put the ball in front of the net, and you keep crossing it, you're going to get goals eventually. It's just going to happen.
A couple of nice passes there on that sequence by TJ Prohl, the junior forward, that really set up the opportunity for Constance. But the Patriots could get opportunities like that, they'll definitely score in this game. Lorenzus to Prohl. It's a nice slide tackle by Hot. Constance shoots. A nice save by the Fairlawn goaltender as he dives to his right to stone Dan Constance of a scoring opportunity.
Yeah, great save there by Jeff Pear. He looks solid in net so far. Wayne Hills has gotten a lot of chances, and he's been there. So look for him to be active during this game because it seems like Wayne Hills is just keeping the ball in Fairlawn's zone.
As Wayne Hills was doing a nice job controlling the ball in Fairlawn territory. Daniel kicks in the air up the field, headed up by Prohl, handled by number 7 Dennis Medina. Medina up to number 9 Zach McCuca. Prohl heads it up to the right side of the field as Medina kicks it out of bounds. Not a smart play there because it's going to be a corner kick for Wayne Hills, which will be taken by Joe Donofrio.
David, Friday afternoon they play West Milford in the quarterfinals of the Passaic County Tournament. West Milford right now 7-1. They're riding on high. They have their one loss to Wayne Valley, which was in their second game of the season. Do the Patriots have enough to beat them? I mean, do you think so?
Well, on the defensive side of the ball and goaltending, I definitely think they do. They've done a great job keeping the ball out of their own net, but it's all going to come down to scoring goals. They'll probably need at least 2 or 3 goals if they want to win. As the corner kick by Donofrio, as a bicycle kick. Actually, I was Dubin who took the corner kick. My bad. As the kick by number 15, Jordan Sujan, comes to no avail.
Patriots had a nice opportunity there. A great corner kick by Ryan Dubin, and didn't advance on his opportunity.
As number 7 for Fairlawn, Dennis Medina, come up a little bit gimpy after falling down.
And
number 28, Eric
Grossberg
will check into the game for the Cutters.
Grossberg, great volleyball player as well as a soccer player.
Well, Aaron, you played against him in volleyball. What was that like?
Well, I actually have never played against Mr. Grossberg in organized Wayne Hills NBIAL matchups, NJ matchups, but we play for the same volleyball club, the North Jersey Volleyball Club, so I do practice with him on Monday nights.
Hot kicks the ball up to the left side of the field. Handled by Machuca. As it will be, let's see what the ref calls it. It will be a corner kick for Fairlawn. Couldn't see who that ball went out of at first.
And this is what the Patriots constantly practice during practice, is defending the corner kick. I always see them all the time doing tipping drills. I mean, Alan Burstein trying to tip the ball out of there. I mean, they're just used to this.
As a great job there by Tyler DeBrody to head the ball out of bounds, denying Fairlawn on the corner kick. So Fairlawn have another opportunity here as number 23, Dragan Namuski, one of their top goal scorers, will take the corner kick again.
Actually, Namuski is one of the key weapons for Fairlawn this year. Fairlawn had four players who scored 8 goals last year graduate, and Namovsky was one of those players who scored 8 goals last year. He's going to come up big in the goal department for them this year, so we'll see a lot of him, not only in this game, but in other matchups.
Namovsky take the corner kick as it's deflected off the leg of Joe Donofrio. Nomoski tries to center it. A nice header by Sujin on defense. It's taken up the field, kicked up by Robbie Peterson. As the ball is kicked up by number 4, Mike Seba. Seba tries to center it as the ball is kicked over the goal by Machuca. Machuca had a great scoring opportunity there, and now it'll be a goal kick for Wayne Hills.
And it must have been a mismarked matchup there because I didn't see anybody until TJ Pearl got to the man that shot the ball over the net. So the Patriots really had to buckle down on D to prevent those opportunities from happening, because if that happens, a goal might occur.
Machuca might have been offsides on the play. That could be why Wayne Hills had the goal kick anyway. As the ball is kicked out of bounds, it'll be a throw and taken by Brunetti. Brunetti throws into Dubin. De Laurentiis battling for the ball against Hott. Hott kicks it back to number 12, Wallstein. Wallstein up the field. Taken by Sujin. Sujin up the field. As Fairlawn resets, kicked up by Hott. As it's out of bounds, another goal kick for Wayne Hills. So Andrew, if Wayne Hills somehow beats West Milford, that means they would play Clifton in the semifinals. Am I correct?
It is correct, but I think it's definite possibility that they can beat West Milford. I mean, without question.
Well, what do you think about Clifton? Do you think they will definitely beat Passaic? Because Passaic played them tough the last time out.
No, you know what? They were up 3-0 against Passaic, and Passaic then scored 2 goals within a span of 4 minutes.
As Alan Bernstein dives for the ball outside his own goal. So Wayne Hill is doing a nice job defending the corner kick so far in today's game. As Bernstein throws the ball down the left sideline to Dubin. Dubin back to Brunetti. Back to Dubin.
But no, what I was saying was Passaic scored 2 quick goals against Clifton, and they're going to play them tough. I mean, Passaic and Clifton, they're right next to each other city-wise, geographically, and you know what? They're rivals in the NNJIL, and Passaic's a young team. They're 7-4. Clifton's 10-1, but it's going to be a good game.
You know, as much as I want to agree with you, Andrew, I just think that Clifton is a little bit too strong of a team for Passaic can handle. I mean, I don't want to go ahead and say that Passaic's was a fluke, but I think Clifton's just too strong at 10-1.
And Clifton's very motivated because their run of 9 straight Passaic County championships came to an end last year at the hands of the Wayne Valley Indians. So you know that those Mustangs are itching to get back to the finals and win the Passaic County championship.
Great pass there by Dubin. This up TJ Pearl, just a little late for Pearl getting there, but that was a great setup by Dubin.
Wayne Hills is really doing a nice job passing to them, whether it's been Pearl, Constance, or Dubin. So they're getting a lot of good opportunities here early on against Fairlawn. As Nomoski up the field, taken away by Wayne Hills, handled by Acosta. Nomoski, as the ball is taken away, kicked up by Brunetti to Peterson. Hott up the right side of the field.
Just a quick mention of Umberto Acosta. He, like Nomovsky, is going to be a large offensive threat. Has been a large offensive threat this season for Fairlawn. He and Nomovsky and Hott, the core players for this team, are the ones that have to get Fairlawn's offense going because they control the tempo of the game, whether they're beating their opponent's midfields or they're getting destroyed. It all is relevant to how the midfielders play in soccer because they control the defense as well as the offense. So when the midfielders aren't working, it doesn't work.
As Pearl passes to Constance. Constance fires a shot. Nice save by Pear. Another shot just wide right.
Dubin just came up short there.
As Fairlawn is going to make some substitutions. Mark Susser and Antonio Matarazzo coming into the game for Fairlawn. Mark Susser went to Spring Lake Day Camp with me back in the day. Saw him this summer once or twice. He actually had a leg injury suffered during the baseball season for Fairlawn, but he's come back strong, came back a couple weeks ago. As that ball comes in the vicinity of our cameraman, Brian Rossman, known as Rousman, among the members of the TV club.
Yeah, he's developed that nickname.
Well, it came from you, Andrew.
Yeah, I know.
As the Mowski controls the ball, kicks it to Susser. As the ball deflects off De Laurentiis. Hit up by Dubin. As Bernstein will take that ball. As Bernstein puts up to De Laurentiis. As De Laurentiis' pass is headed by number 16, Dan Cook, out of bounds. A throw-in for Wayne Hills will be taken by Joe Donofrio. Donofrio, also a tennis player for Wayne Hills, played tennis with me. As Donofrio surveying the field, throws it into Prohl. Hot to Namowski. Namowski. As that pass taken away by De Laurentiis, handled by Sugin. Brunetti back to Sugin. Sugin up the left side of the field. As Pear will handle the ball outside his goal box. So this game was originally scheduled for tomorrow, but I guess Wayne Hills wanted to have a day of practice before their county game at West Milford.
Which is understandable, because you always want to get that extra game of practice, the extra day of practice before you play your county game.
And you want to make sure you have enough stamina for the next game because it's tough playing back-to-back games.
Now I have a question for you guys. Does their county games actually count in their standings as far as states are concerned?
Yes, they do. They not towards NBIL, obviously, but towards their regular standings. Of course, it counts. A win's a win, a loss is a loss, and a tie's a tie. Someone's hurt.
As number 23, Dragan Numowski, is down on the field here at his leg. He's in a lot of pain right now after a hard slide tackle by one of the Wayne Hills players.
Yeah, Fairlawn's problem this year has been their injuries. They were projected to be a very good team, and unfortunately, they've been injury-plagued for a while now, and losing Nomovsky could be very seriously bad to this team right now.
As he's limping, and he's still having a little bit of trouble walking on his knee.
I think he probably rolled his ankle. He'll walk it off.
It's handled by Peterson. As Peterson loses the ball, kicked up the field by Susser. Taken by can't see the number exactly. It was number 5, but there's no
Andrew
number 5
Rozov.
around. Thank you, Aaron.
He's the captain, actually. As number 9, midfielder Zach Machuca is going to go in for
Dragan Nomovsky, still limping on his leg as he's going to come out of this game.
He is
as number 9, Zach Machuca, will come in.
He is in some serious pain.
And you know Nomovsky must be hurting if he's coming out of this game, because this is a huge game for Fairlawn, especially if they want a chance to make it back to the Northland Group 3 state playoffs. As they're calling over for Margaret Doherty.
The cart will come soon. She'll make her presence known.
As Hot kicks up the ball. As it's headed away by Mike Daniel, and it will be a corner kick for the Cutters.
Yeah, right now the Patriots, this is not what they want. They don't want the ball to be consistently in their zone. They need to get it into Fairlawn's zone so goals can be produced. This is why they've been having trouble scoring all season, because the ball has been in their zone the majority of the game.
Earlier in this half, the Patriots are doing a fabulous job of keeping the ball in the Cutters' territory, but now the Fairlawn Cutters have really turned it around. As the Brody going for the ball against number 4, Mike Seba. Sugin up the left side of the field. Handled by Cook. De Laurentiis is up the field to Constance. Actually, to Peterson. Peterson will take it. Peterson, he's got numbers. As a nice diving save by Pear. Pear has made some fantastic saves today for the Cutters.
Yeah, he has really made a couple nice saves earlier in the half, one off Dan Constance, and one just went wide of the right of the net, Ryan Dubin. But no, he's having a good day for the Cutters early on.
Well, besides the Patriots not being able to keep the ball in the Fairlawn zone consistently, their problem has been their shots. Their shots have to be in the air. They have to make Pear make a save in the air. Because right now, you're seeing that he's great at diving to his right. Maybe kick it to his left, move him around. As a shot by Constance, wide left, so it will be a goal kick for Fairlawn.
Danny Constance has been getting great looks so far in this game because, as we've been saying, the passing has been impeccable. He's going to get lucky on one of these shots. If he keeps getting great opportunities like these, we could see Wayne Hills 1, Fairlawn nothing very soon.
As it's headed up by DeLorenzis to Peterson. Peterson going against Cook. Grossberg against Prohl. As a shot by Peterson, wide right. As number 12 for Fairlawn, Andrew Wallstein into the game. Also into the game for Fairlawn, number 7, Dennis Medina. As Grossberg will check out and stay with Mark Susser.
Actually, Grossberg was just moved up from JV for this game because of all of Fairlawn's injuries, so getting a lot of playing time and very happy is Eric Grossberg.
And also, the junior varsity game is tomorrow, so some players on junior varsity for Fairlawn getting an advantage by getting to play in the varsity game. As Medina kicks up the left sideline. That was going to be a throw-in for Wayne Hills. The Brody take the throw-in. Brody to Constance. Constance to DeLorenzis. The ball's taken away by Hott. Kicked up the field by Wallstein.
As Alan Bernstein barking out orders. He's very good at that. He has great field vision.
As Hott passes the ball, taken away by Dubin. Dubin up the field. Intended for Constance. As they're going to set the ball crossed over the end line.
No, it's a throw-in, Dave.
Oh, it is a throw-in. It's a throw-in for Wayne Hills, deep in Fairlawn territory. All right, Andrew, you're the soccer guru here, as we all know. He had a longer tenure in this sport than I did.
So now they're saying it's a Fairlawn throw-in. So
The ball is headed by DeLorenzis. Nice play by Hott to kick the ball into Wayne Hills territory. Battled the 15s. Donofrio kicks the ball up the left sideline, intended for Dubin.
Dave, if you want to talk about heart, we talk Joe Donofrio. He worked extremely hard in the offseason to get into his great physical shape that he's in presently, and now he's starting on varsity. I mean, that's quite an accomplishment for the man.
Oh, definitely. He's had a great year for this Wayne Hills team. They really needed some juniors to step up, especially after the graduation of Andrew Cuevas and a lot of other seniors. So they needed someone to step up. And Donofrio's done a great job playing defense for Wayne Hills, and he's been one of the reasons why this defense has been so dominant this year.
Oh, most definitely. I mean, they've actually moved him to midfield now because the midfield's been so inconsistent. They also moved Dubin to midfield to try to help out the midfield with it, whereas passing is concerned. So if they can repair the midfield, they're going to be in good shape.
And here comes Namovsky back into the game. He got checked out by Margaret, and now he's ready to come in.
Well, this is a good sign for Fairlawn because they definitely need his scoring here. Because this is going to be another low-scoring game because both teams are really dominating the defensive side of the ball. So one goal on either side could win this game.
Yeah, Bernstein and Pear are playing great so far in this first half, and one team just needs to get a little bit of a break. And right now, with the passing Wayne Hills has, looks like it could be them.
Well, especially Pear, only a freshman. He's been sensational today for the Cutters in goal. He's got a very bright future wearing Fairlawn red.
Well, the unfortunate thing for Pear is that he's getting a lot of shots hit at him, which means Fairlawn's defense isn't covering the way it should.
So the ball is thrown into DeLorenzis. DeLorenzis against Medina. Taken by Donofrio. Donofrio centers it. Constance kicks it up in the air as he heads it over, and the header by Peterson is wide left out of bounds A goal kick for Farallon. It was Aaron Solomon and
Nomowski.
Dragon Numowski back into the game for Farallon.
Excuse me, I apologize. I've been mispronouncing his name. It's Nomowski.
As Aaron Solomon, another one of these sophomores, playing a big role for the Cutters due to their injuries. Aaron Solomon, co-employee of mine at Spring Lake Day Camp. His dad was actually my boss this summer.
The Patriots, I really like what I've been seeing so far, though, on the offensive side. I mean, they've been setting up great opportunities. They've been just missing, though, kicking the ball wide of the net and over the net. And also, the Fairlawn goalies had great saves. But if they keep putting these great passes up there, they're going to be in good shape. And what Aaron said about experience, I mean, not only can you say that they've been playing together, but some of these guys have been up here on the varsity level for a while. I mean, Dubin's 4-year starter. Bernstein started his sophomore year on varsity. Daniel's a 3-year starter. I mean, you go all around, and there's a lot of years of varsity. Robbie Peterson as well. You know, they have experience at this high level.
Another player as Prohl fires a shot, gets deflected as Prohl kicks to the left side of the field to Dubin. Dubin looking to maneuver. Dubin making some moves. Dubin is going against number 4, Mike Seba. Dubin to Peterson. Nice dribbling there by Peterson to elude the defender. Peterson down the left sideline. Sujin kicks it up the field as it will be taken by Pear. Andrew, another player who's really starting to get a lot of varsity experience, Sean Kennedy. He scored 2 big goals for the Patriots in the last week. He had the game-winning goal at Mawa to win that game late in the second half. And then he had the game-winning goal in penalty kicks in the county game last week in order for Wayne Hills to advance to play at West Milford on Friday. As Pear, dangerous situation there as Dan Constance was closing in. So Pear leaps in the air to snatch up the ball.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you want to see, though. You want to see those close opportunities, you know, getting the men into the Fairlawn box and just trying to put the ball in the net. That's all you can ask for, and they're doing it so far.
Peterson up the field as it's taken away by number 12, Andrew Wallstein. Dubin to Peterson. As Peterson centering pass is denied by number 23, Dragon Nomowski.
Excuse me.
As Donofrio shot saved by Pear.
Just as we're on the mention of number 23, Dragan Nomowski, Coach Kosta he speaks very highly of Nomowski. As I've been saying, he is he will be the captain next year. I believe he's a junior.
Yes, he is a junior.
And Penyatov has already proclaimed him as captain for next year, so he's already developing into a very consistent leader for this team. And just to see him back on the field, even if he's not playing to full capacity, has to make Fairlawn feel good.
Definitely, because anytime you have his scoring and passing ability out there, as Matt Nito and A.J. Levine check into the game for the Patriots. A.J. Levine scored his first career varsity goal in their win on Monday at Pascack Hills. As Prohl will exit for a breather. He's just played a fantastic first half for the Patriots.
Matt Nito will check in for Ryan Dubin early in the first half.
This ball's headed up by DeLorenzo and Peterson. Hot going against DeLorenzo. DeLorenzo kicks it to Nito. Nito centers it to Peterson. Peterson out to Brunetti. Brunetti, as the pass intended for DeLorenzo is taken away, but Buenos gets it back. As DeLorenzo fires a shot, saved by Pear. So Jeffrey Pear has had a lot of work today for Fairlawn.
Yeah, really been sensational. Also, the headers that up in the air, they've really been controlling that Wayne Hills earlier in this game, and that's what's been key.
As the pass ahead to Constance. Constance shot over the goal. As a nice pass there by Wayne Hills. Wayne Hills is really showing why they have such great continuity in terms of passing the soccer ball.
Oh, that was a great pass up for their fair Constance. He just got a little too excited, and he knows it. He is feeling that right now. He knew he had a great opportunity for a breakaway there and just could not capitalize.
Well, the more shots he gets on goal, he'll definitely score a goal because he has a knack for scoring goals for this Patriots team. He did score a goal against this Fairlawn team last year in the North 1 Group 3 state tournament, and he scored the game-tying goal at Passaic Valley in Friday's first-round county tournament matchup. This ball's taken by Nito. Nito going against number 12, Andrew Wallstein. As Wallstein takes the throw-in for the Cutters. As Domowski kicks it back to number 5, Rozoff. Domowski. It's taken by Nito. Nito to Peterson. As it's kicked away by Rozoff. Out of bounds. There'll be a throw-in for Wayne Hills, taken by Brunetti. Brunetti up the left sideline, off Peterson's foot. Sean Kennedy ready to check in for the Patriots. Kennedy has had the golden leg for Wayne Hills over the last week, scoring a couple of big goals, especially on Saturday at Passaic Valley. Probably the biggest goal the Patriots have scored in a long time, besides one or two of those goals at Fairlawn in last year's state tournament matchup. As the ball is kicked ahead, intended for Constance, as it's just out of the reach of Constance, kicked up by Medina. Levine, pass it to De Laurentiis. De Laurentiis back to Levine. As Levine tries to center, but no one's in the vicinity of the pass. Kicked up by number 12, Andrew Wallstein.
Getting back to Sean Kennedy, everybody knows Sean Kennedy can score the goals, but you always know when Sean Kennedy is on the field from those unbelievably lime green and silver cleats that he has. You always know when he's out there.
Sean Kennedy was on varsity as a freshman, so one of the few sophomores with varsity experience. Peterson up the field to Nito, as it's taken away by number 12, Wallstein.
And you know what that says about a sophomore on varsity? Anytime you see a sophomore on varsity in any sport, you know that the person's got to have a lot of skill, and they're just looking to get better at the next level. They're looking for a challenge, and sophomores are always ready and always willing.
So that's offsides, David, if you're wondering what the call was.
Yes, Andrew Gayo had a lengthy career in the sport of soccer.
I miss it. I'm not
Voight will also check in for the Patriots.
Tudor has a lot of heart and passion. He wanted me to mention that to everyone.
Oh, he definitely has a lot of heart and passion.
Emmanuel,
also, a
Emmanuel Logothetis
very funny
too.
kid. Tells great jokes. As known from the days of AP Statistics with Bruce McNutt. And as Domowski up the field. As the pass kicked across the goal box by number 10, Umberto Acosta, but no one in the vicinity of the pass.
Besides soccer, Tudor Voisu really enjoys the game of poker. He happens to be pretty good at it, from what I've heard.
As Mike Daniel take the goal kick for the Patriots. And while I have a moment, I'd like to give you tonight's trivia question, which is brought to you by Wayne Hills High School. Study hard and get good grades. Who did Wayne Hills lose to in the North 1 Group 3 state tournament last season? Answer coming up shortly. Is that a free up the field, kicked away by a Fairlawn player? Not sure whose number it is. Hot up the right sideline. Hot centers it. Kicked away by DeBrody. Nice defense by DeBrody. Medina up to number 9, Machuca. As Medina kicks the ball out of bounds, there'll be a throw-in for the Patriots.
Now, David, do you remember who they lost to 3 years ago? That's the real question.
I have no idea. Do you know?
I forgot. I know they lost in counties.
Who beat them in counties? Clifton?
In the semifinal at the Paul.
His team was good 3 years ago.
They were very good. They finished 16-6-1, I believe. They had
Ruben Kegelman, Chris McHugh, just to name a few.
Paul Nito, the older brother of Matt Nito, Ryan Dubin's freshman year.
I believe you mean Fabian Kiegelman. Ruben.
I thought I said Fabian Kiegelman. My bad.
It's okay, Dave.
Fabian was a stud for this Patriots team.
Yes. He actually attends the Wayne Hills football games very often. I've seen him at every game.
As number 12, Wallstein kicks the ball up the right sideline, headed by Seba.
Kennedy was on that ball. Watch him.
Sugin up the left sideline. As will be a throw-in for Farrell, taken by Wallstein. Wallstein up the right sideline, headed by Nito. As the ball is kicked out of bounds, so a goal kick here for the Patriots. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please email the Wayne Hills TV Club at waynehillstv@aol.com. Once again, that is waynehillstv@aol.com. As Daniel takes the goal kick up the field, headed by Cook. Donofrio to the right side of the field to AJ. Levine passes ahead to Kennedy as the pass is too far out of the reach of Kennedy and it will be scooped up by Pear.
AJ Levine with good field vision there to see that nice little poke in there. Just a little bit too far.
Voiku. Pass it to Levine. Levine cuts it out to the right side of the field. Levine going against Medina. As Medina kicks the ball out of bounds, it'll be... Not sure what they called it out of
I
bounds.
believe that's a throw-in.
I believe it is too. I don't think he would kick it out of bounds over the end line. There's a nice throw in there by Levine.
And Ryan Dubin was telling me about this the other day that AJ probably is the best person to throw it in on the team, as he can throw it in really long, as was demonstrated there. Remember, David, the girl from Lakeland last year actually did that flip throw in where she would do a flip in midair and throw it in. Do you remember from that county game before we were watching, or you don't remember?
I don't have the kind of remembrance that you do, but I'm learning from you, Andrew.
You're killing me, Dave.
Yeah, the flip throw is actually one of the hardest things to do in soccer, along with the bicycle kick. You have to cartwheel over onto your front, position the ball as you're doing a handstand, and then release with both hands. Very tough to do.
Thanks, Aaron, for
Taken
that
up by
demonstration.
Acosta looking for him to maneuver as the Mowski in front of the goal. The Mowski making some moves as he's taken down in the box, and he's down. And I think his leg is still hurting him as he's slow to get up. So the Mowski really can get in there for this Fairlawn team because he knows that they need him if they want to win this game.
Great save there by Alan Bernstein. I don't know if you saw, but he had to make a save, and then the ball ended up on the other side of the net, and he had to come right back over and make the save on the other side. As Eric Grossberg is just about to check into the game for Fairlawn.
Acosta to take the corner kick for the Cutters. As the kick is headed away by De Lorenz. De Lorenz is doing a great job for the Patriots today, heading the ball out of their zone. As Bernstein will handle the ball to the left of his goal. Picks it up. As a nice high punt to the right side of the field by Bernstein. As Levine misses the header attempt.
Not a very strong goal kick, but the Patriots still take possession.
As it's handled by, as Levine fights for the ball by the right sideline. Kept in play. Donofrio up the right sideline. Cook going against Voiku. Voiku surveys the field. Voiku up the right sideline. Centers it. As will be taken by Pear.
Great idea, though, by Tudor Voiku to send it to the middle, but however, nobody was there to put it away.
As Voiku passes it up, intended for Kennedy. It's taken by Medina. Kennedy fires a shot, blocked there by number 5, Andrew Rozov. Headed up by Machuca. Daniel. Cross into Fairlawn territory to Nito. Brunetti. Up to Voiku. Voiku up the left side of the field. Intended for Nito. Nito centers it to Voiku. Voiku going against Cook. Voiku to Nito. Nito centers it. Headed by De Laurentiis. Headed by Donofrio as the ball goes towards Wayne Hills territory. As the Brody going against number 14, Saker Hot. As Hot to take the throw in for the Cutters. As it's kicked out of bounds by Daniel. Guys, one notable injury for this Wayne Hills team. Kyle D'Amico, who Andrew and I played soccer with back 9 years ago, is not playing today, still recovering from off-season knee surgery.
Yeah, he's still hurt, but he told me that he could be ready for the county game. He's not sure. He's been going through physical therapy. He said he might be ready for the county game. He's not positively sure, though.
Yeah, he also told me that he would probably be held out of the county game because Coach Graham would not want him playing his first game in a game of such huge importance, so he would probably come back after the county game. Kicked up by Rozov.
He's a 3-year varsity player as well, Kyle D'Amico.
Andrew, the last time we saw a boys soccer game was 2 years ago against the Passac Hills Cowboys, and we had some memorable calls in that game, Andrew.
We did. We had some memorable ones, and it was good.
As De Laurentiis trips over the ball but retains possession. Up to Kennedy. Kennedy to Levine. Levine centers it. As the header is just out of the reach of Matt Nito. Grossberg, as his pass is taken away by De Laurentiis. De Laurentiis to Sujin. Sujin tries to pass it up to Kennedy as it's taken away by Wallstein. Lemowski up the field, kicked away by De Laurentiis, handled by Nito. Nito to Voiku. Voiku up the field, passes ahead to Kennedy. Kennedy tries to stop the ball, set up a shot. Taken by Voiku. Voiku shoots. He scores!
What a shot!
Voiku. Top shelf over pair as the Wayne Hills Patriots take a 1-0 lead in a huge game against the Fairlawn Cutters.
Tudor Voiku, he came into this game saying he wants to win. He's a diehard. He lives and breathes soccer, and he said, you know what? I'm gonna step up and I'm gonna make the big play. And Tudor Voiku, he did his job.
Yeah, Tudor came up to us before the game and said, final score, Wayne Hills 5, Fairlawn nothing. All 5 goals by Tudor Voiku. He's 1/5 of the way there.
Yeah, Tudor Voiku was talking to us before the game, and he jokingly said, I think I'm going to score 5 goals today. But Wayne Hills gets on the board right before the end of the first half as the Wayne Hills Patriots go into halftime with a 1-0 lead. Guys, what were your thoughts on the first half of action here at Patriots Field?
Well, they definitely did a great job, Wayne Hills. I mean, keeping it in Fairlawn zone, they did an awesome job of doing that. But especially on the defensive side in the midfield, which was particularly different than the last couple of games I've seen. Their midfield has been controlling the ball and doing a very nice job, setting up better passes, setting up more scoring opportunities, and now they're up 1-0 going to halftime. They can't get too comfortable because Fairlawn's a good team, but they have a lead, so they can relax.
Yeah, Andrew, I have to agree with you with the midfield. It's been a key for the Patriots so far. The passing has been phenomenal, and as you just saw with Tudor's late goal, the passing eventually was going to work out. They hit a lot of balls into the zone, and Pear had to make a lot of saves, and finally the freshman broke, and a great goal there by Tudor Voiku, and Wayne Hills takes a 1-0 lead into the half.
You have to give credit to Sean Kennedy because Sean Kennedy was doing a great job really stretching the defense. He was making a lot of nice passes. He had some good opportunities, and one final came around for Wayne Hills. But, guys, you think that was a goal that Pear should have stopped? Because he got a piece of that.
You know what? He did get a piece of that, but I think I think Tudor made enough moves, and he faked the defense out enough that he was able to get the angle and the advantage on pair. So he took advantage of his opportunity and cashed in for Wayne Hills. And I just have to mention, before we pass it off, Alan Bernstein has been doing a phenomenal job in goal as well. Hasn't been challenged as much as pair, but has risen up to the challenge of Fairlawn's offense.
No, he's definitely done a great job. I mean, he's in there all game. You know, he's the signal caller. You hear him from a mile away. He's screaming, telling people where to go. You know, he's positive, very positive. He tells people what to do. He's a leader. He's a captain. One of the three, along with Ryan Dubin and Tony DeLorenzis. He lets his actions be known, and you know what? That's what you want out of your captain. You want him to be loud. You want him to be motivational.
So in a defensive-minded game, Wayne Hills strikes first right before the end of the first half. As at the end of the first half, the Wayne Hills Patriots are defeating the Fairlawn Cutters 1-0. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back to Patriots Field for the second half of action. I'm David Suntup alongside Andrew Gayo and Sean Yu. The Wayne Hills Patriots are on top of the Fairlawn Cutters 1-0 in a crucial NBIL contest. Guys, what does Wayne Hills have to do in the second half in order to maintain their 1-0
They
lead?
got to keep the composure and maybe put another goal on the board to give them some breathing room. But if they keep up their defensive effort, they should be in good shape.
I mean, they just got to keep what they're doing. I mean, after every goal kick, they get the ball in the air, and they've just been they've been strong on defense right now, and they just got to keep it up.
As Fairlawn starting off early here, as number 15 Rand up the field, taken by Hot. Hot, as the pass intended for Machuca. As it's going to be Fairlawn ball, as Alan Bernstein calling out some directions for his defense. I believe it's going to be an indirect kick for Fairlawn. As Allen's directing the wall that the Patriots are making. As the Mowski to take the kick for the Cutters. Actually, no, number 10, Acosta takes the kick. As it's wide left as Bernstein dives for the ball. So a shot way off target for Farrell. Not what they were looking for there, guys. As it's kicked up the field by Wallstein. That's a good set opportunity as the Mowski and Sujin collide there right in front of the Wayne Hills goal.
And Bernstein, just on the last couple plays, has been the general of the Wayne Hills squad, you know. But he's not one of those people that just talk. He's one of those people that talk and show in the play of game. Have you seen as a shutout so far for Alan Bernstein?
As a goal kick taken by Daniel up the field, controlled by Constance. Constance on the right side of the field, up for Prohl. Prohl in the corner. As Prohl is not happy with the call, as they're going to call it out on him, as I believe it will be a goal kick for Fairlawn.
Not what it looks like. It looks like it's being a corner kick, Dave. Dubin's going to take the corner kick.
Or maybe Prohl was just frustrated that he couldn't get a scoring opportunity going there. As Dubin's take the corner kick for the Patriots. As the Patriots try to add an insurance goal here early in the second half. As a corner kick to the side of the goal, as a shot by DeLorenzis is over the goal. So now it'll be a goal kick for Fairlawn.
Yeah, but if the Patriots keep it in Fairlawn's zone for the remaining of the game. That's all they can ask for, because if they keep it there, Fairlawn won't have any opportunity to score, and it'll be a 1-0 victory, at least, for the Patriots.
Wayne Hills has gotten a lot of good scoring opportunities, but the shots just haven't been out of the reach of Pear. They have to kick the ball more in the air, especially to the corners, because the one shot that Pear faced up high, it hit off his hands and went into the net for the Patriots' only goal of the game. Dubin fires a shot as it hits off the foot of number 5, Andrew Rosoff.
And for all the time that they've been in Fairlawn's zone, they should be, after all the shots that they've been playing on Fairlawn's goalie, they should have at least 2 or 3 goals so far.
Pro up the field, handled by Constance. Constance, as the pass intended for Dubin, taken by Machuca. Lemowski maneuvering around the Wayne Hills defense, taken by DeLorenzis. DeLorenzis, as the ball is just out of the reach of Constance, kicked out of bounds by Rozov, and it will be a corner kick for the Patriots. As Peterson, I believe, will take the corner kick for Wayne Hills.
Yeah, from what it looks like, he will take it, Robbie Peterson. But David, the Patriots, if they win this game, it'll be their 5th in a row going into the quarterfinal of the county tournament. I mean, you can't ask for much more momentum than that.
No, especially being a good team like Fairlawn, because Fairlawn is one of the top teams in the NBA. I know they've been hurt by injuries, but anytime you could beat a team like Fairlawn and get momentum going into the quarterfinals of the county tournament, it's definitely a great note for the Patriots to go into their matchup with West Milford. As the shot by Daniel just over the crossbar, another great scoring opportunity there for the Patriots, as Fairlawn will have another goal kick.
This Tudor Voicu just gestures to me his love towards the announcers. He always loves our games and always loves the way that we do games, but he was more than happy to hear that we were doing the boys' soccer game today. Actually, after last year not doing one due to a rain out. Dave, who were they going to play last
Northern
year?
Highlands, and they wound up winning that game when they made it up. Actually, no, I think they played. I'm not sure if they played the game that day. They might have, but there are threats of rain. I don't know, but they won the game. That's all I know. Northern Highlands is a much better club this year. Off to a fast start. My cousin's actually the goalkeeper for Highlands. He splits time. He's only a sophomore on varsity. As the throw-in to be taken by number 12, Andrew Wallstein. Daniel, up the field, taken by number 16, as it's kicked out of the Wayno zone by Jordan Sujin. As Pear will scoop up the ball in the penalty box. As Pear maneuvers the field, as the ball is kicked up, headed by Hot, as DeLorenzis and Hot collide heads. As Dubin pressures number 12 for Fairlawn, Andrew Wallstein.
Bring that ball down, guys.
DeLorenzis handles the ball, passes it to Prohl, as it's taken by Medina. It's controlled by DeBrody. DeBrody to Prohl. Prohl cuts to the middle of the field, passes it to Brody. Daniel looks to the left side of the field as the pass is taken away by Machuca. Machuca going against Brunetti as Sujin tries a sliding attempt to deflect the ball. As a shot just wide by Acosta. Probably Fairlawn's best opportunity of the day, and Acosta is clearly frustrated that he could not connect.
Yeah, that was the closest shot I've seen. I thought that was actually going to go in from my angle, but then again, I'm not at the best angle, to say the least, as it's tough doing games on the ground, as it is, Dave, right?
Oh, it's definitely tough because you don't get an overview of the field, and especially on the sharp angles. You don't get to see a lot of those shots. But next year, they will be getting turf, so all the games will be played at the football stadium. It's deflected off the foot of Jordan Sujin, scooped up by Bernstein, as Bernstein directing traffic in front of the goal. That's a nice high punt by Bernstein to the middle of the field, as it's headed by Cook. Donofrio up the left side of the field. Peterson trying to get something started here for the Patriots. As it's kicked up by Rand. Handled by Hot. Hot up the right side of the field. As Daniel kicks it up to Dubin. Dubin does a nice job keeping the ball in play.
Easy pass, easy pass, easy pass.
As Machuca back to Seba. Seba
Nice, good work.
back to Rands. Good passing there by Farallon. Machuca going against Brunetti. Up to Namowski. As Namowski falls down again, so he's taking a couple of falls on that knee since he hurt it early in the first half. As Farallon tries to center it, hits off the foot of Hot.
Go on ball, Farrell. Sachi, you're offside.
As Farallon's offsides, as one of the coaches is telling one of the players not to be offsides.
Yeah, Wayno's whole defense has been exceptional, especially the play of Mike Daniels. As every time a ball comes near him, he kicks it as far as he can at that sweeper position, as he is with his long legs and great boot.
As the Farallon coaches are upset that one of their players was offsides.
Yes, you'll score though. Just keep your heads up.
I can't blame him because Farallon's really done a great job passing the soccer ball in this half. This is a huge game for them. As there'll be a throw-in for Wayne Hills, taken by Prohl, as Prohl throws it into Peterson. Peterson, as pair collides with De Laurentiis, Wayne Hills maintains possession.
He's hurt. And he is hurt. He's shaken up.
Coach, recover.
The goalie, that is. De Laurentiis is fine.
The pair staying in there for Farallon. Doesn't really have much of a choice right now. Dubin centers it. As the shot by Peterson over the goal. A fantastic pass by Ryan Dubin. And it'll be a goal kick for Farallon.
Dubin just has that swagger about him as a soccer player. And he just... David, I had not seen a better passer on this team than Ryan Dubin. And
Dubin has
really,
fantastic field vision. He just really has a knack of how to play the game. And he just does a great job finding where his teammates are on the field. Pro up the right side of the field. Kicked away by Cook. Rands up the left side of the field. Held by DeBrody. DeBrody up the middle of the field. Taken by Constance. Constance shoots. A diving save by Pear. Another shot. They score! Tony De Laurentiis tags on an insurance goal for the Patriots from a rebound from a Dan Constance shot as the Patriots take a 2-0 lead.
And like I said before, I mean, if you keep your time in Farallon's zone, a goal will eventually come up, and right there off the rebound off the goalie, a great shot by Tony De Laurentiis.
Don't let it get you down. You gotta get it back anyway.
So a huge insurance goal for the Patriots. And the way they've been playing defense today, it might be tough for Farallon to come back, guys.
No question about it. I mean, there still is a lot of time. I mean, they're only down 2-0, but they're going to have to score soon in order to get back into the game. As we know, soccer, it's very hard to find goals.
Stay with it.
And the one thing says Brian Russ is just
Ryan
adding his
Ross,
humor.
besides being a great cameraman, he does add some very insightful comments to our telecast.
The one difference, though, Dave, we haven't talked about today is we said that how Alan Bernstein's a very vocal goalie. The Farallon goalie is almost a mute. He does not speak.
Well, he's only a freshman, so he's still learning on the job.
He's
But-
still got to talk. I mean,
You still have to communicate when you're on the field. When you're on the field, you can't worry about freshman, sophomore, junior, or senior. You just have to play as one unit. But maybe as he gets older, he'll learn what he has to do in order to get better.
Yeah, the Wayne Hills defense has been like an orchestra compared to Farallon's cricket-like noises.
The Mowski looking to maneuver, going against Donofrio. Kick to the right side of the field. As it's headed away by Daniel, as Alan Bernstein makes a great leaping save as Saker Hot was right in the vicinity of Bernstein, as Bernstein won that jump ball. as a Wayne Hills player is hurt.
2 players are down, Dave.
Not sure who it is, as A.J. Levine will check into the game for the Patriots.
But just before, great hands by Alan Bernstein to catch that over the Fairlawn defender.
I think T.J. Prohl, yes, it is T.J. Prohl, who's the injured player for the Patriots. As Brian Rossman just said hi to the Doominator.
As Margaret heads onto the field in her. Yeah, really.
Guys,
the card is NASCAR-esque.
We'll be right back after a short break.
Ever since we started a 30-minute drill, security's been a major problem.
The security stinks.
I think we found a solution for this problem.
Hey, Brian.
What's going on, John? Let me see your pass. Okay, you can go through.
See you, man.
Oh man, 5 minutes.
But when you got a pass?
Nah, I lost that pass in the hole. Come on, B. Ross.
Welcome back to a 30-minute drill.
I deny you entrance.
Oh, snap.
We're back here at Patriots Field after a short injury timeout as a goal kick is taken by Daniel. Up by DeLorenzis, who just tagged out an insurance goal for the Patriots. Constance looking to maneuver. Kicks it to Levine. Levine up the right side of the field to Constance. Constance tries to center it as it's kicked away by Fairlawn. Donofrio up the field. Levine tries to center it, taken away by Fairlawn. It's Levine handles the ball on the right sideline. Kicks it up the field. Andrew, didn't Joe Donofrio's sister play for Wayne Hills back
She
in the day?
plays for Seton Hall now, Dave.
She was a stud for this Patriots team. Back
She's
when
the
we were in eighth
all-time
grade.
goal scorer, I believe, for the Wayne Hills Patriots. Actually, no. Yeah, I think she is, actually. And last year, I believe, or maybe, no. Marielle Pepe's sophomore year, I'm losing my mind.
That was our eighth grade year.
Somebody broke her record. I think it was Marielle Pepe. I don't think it was Nicole Locantor. Maybe it was the Locantor. I'm not sure. I'm confused right now. But needless to say, Donofrio was a stud for this Patriots girls soccer Patriots team, which at the time was coached by Michael Shale.
Yeah, she never got she never had a chance to play for Lona Ozrek, the defensive guru, as Andrew and I call him.
Well, Lona, before he was the girls coach, he learned from Nelson Graham as he was the JV boys coach, and they both had those defensive tactics of winning games. Brian Rossman also said that Lona played professional soccer over in Europe, so he knows what it's about.
Yeah, also the Algebra 2 teacher of Rossman, so they know each other very well. As Bernstein dives to scoop up the ball. As Bernstein, a nice high deep punt. Handled by DeLorenzis. DeLorenzis up to Dubin. Dubin tries to send it to Peterson. As Machuca, as the ball's taken by Donofrio. Donofrio to Brunetti. Sujin up the middle of the field. Brunetti up to Dubin. Dubin to Brunetti. Brunetti up the left side of the field. As Pear kicks the ball up the left side of the field, handled by Levine. Levine to Donofrio. Peterson to Levine. A lot of nice passing here by Wayne Hills. Very crisp passes. Levine up the right sideline. While a moment, I'd like to repeat the trivia question and then give you a few moments to consider your answers, since I forgot to give the answer in the first half. Tonight's trivia question is brought to you by Wayne Hills High School. Study hard and get good grades. The question was, who did Wayne Hills lose to in the quarterfinals of the Northern Group 3 state playoffs last season. Answer coming up shortly.
If they score one more goal, the Patriots, I'm going to say the game's over. I mean, they're up 2-0 already, that insurance goal. But if they get it to 3, they're in very good shape.
Oh, definitely, especially with the way the defense has played today. And Alan Bernstein has been a stunning goal the whole season. And he's just gotten stronger and stronger as this game has gone on. As corner kick to be taken by Peterson. As now Dubin will take the corner kick. As the Patriots are setting up their formation in front of the Fairlawn goal. Trying to tack on their second insurance goal. As Dubin likes to pass it to Peterson. Back to Dubin. Dubin fires a shot. A nice blocking save by Jeff Pear. So Wayne Hill is trying to change it up there on the corner kick.
Yeah, like Andrew said before about Dubin's swagger. Next to Matt Nito, I believe Matt Dubin is most.
I mean Ryan Dubin.
Ryan Dubin is most of a most soccer player as his kicks just look professional.
Well, anytime when you rock the David Beckham sneak cleats in a soccer match, you know you're serious. I mean, unless you're a poser. But we all know Ryan Dubin. He's been playing the game more. He learned to play soccer before he learned how to. Before he was potty trained. So we all know that he's serious.
Andrew Gayo with the great jokes there and the great humor. As Andrew always brings a lot of humor to our broadcasts. As saved by Pear. As Pear throws it in to number 9, Zach Machuca. As Machuca can't keep the ball in play. As there'll be a throw-in. As the throw is already taken. Wow, they're really running the fast break here. Constance maneuvering in the middle of the field. Fires a shot. Nice diving save by Pear. As Pear has made a lot of diving saves, especially to his right. So the Patriots really should try to test him to his left. Pear punts it, headed up by De Laurentiis. Peterson to De Laurentiis. As De Laurentiis gets tripped up. As the pass goes to Dubin. Dubin stares it as the header is out of the reach of Peterson. Handled by Constance. Constance making some moves as the shot's blocked as Constance falls down. As Acosta up the field. Taken by Hot. Hot going against Brunetti. Hot making a move. Pass it to the middle. Taken by Numowski. As Alan Bernstein shows great aggression on that play to snag the ball away from Numowski. As that has to be very deflating for the Fairlawn Cutters. One of the best opportunities they've had to score in this game. Really needing a goal to come back here. And Alan Bernstein just makes another clutch save for the Wayne Hills Patriots.
Oh, yeah, but I think he got a little shaken up after that because the ball seemed to hit him square in the stomach. So he probably got the wind knocked out of him, but he's all right. He's a trooper.
Donofrio handles the ball in the middle of the field. As Dubin fights for the ball. Taken up by Machuca. Excuse me. As number 10, Acosta, fires a shot. Another save by Alan Bernstein. So Bernstein seems to be just fine after taking a hard shot to the stomach on the previous shot by Fairlawn. As Bernstein rolls the ball up to Levine. Levine up the right sideline. For Constance. Constance. All alone. Constance makes a fake. Fires a shot. He scores! Dan Constance, after having a lot of great score opportunities, tacks on the third goal of the game for the Wayne Hills Patriots as the Patriots take a 3-0 lead. Great dribbling there by Dan Constance as the Patriots take a 3-0 lead late in the second half. As the Patriots are now going to make a few substitutions. So Wayne Hills and a crucial NBAL contest has really come up big today.
Oh, they really have. I mean, now getting a third goal, great job by Dan Constance, that's his 4th goal of the year, I believe. I mean, they've been doing awesome. And we're going to, Dave, take it away.
So, Brian, what did you think of that goal there by Dan Constance?
I thought it was a very good goal. I could have relayed that a lot to hockey. It was a one-on-one opportunity, a couple of dekes, and he put it through the net.
Well, Brian, we all know that you're a goaltending guru. In a one-on-one situation, how do you try to shut down the shooter?
You just got to make the first move. You can't commit too early or you're beat.
So, Brian, after being a cameraman for 3 years and listening to Andrew and I through all the soccer, field hockey, and football games, what's it like to finally give your insight to all those viewers out there watching Channel 77?
It's an honor, I learn from the best,
The man behind the camera, Brian Rossman, known as Rousman, throughout the hallways of Wayne Hills High School.
Didn't he intentionally want to announce way back in the day? Didn't he want to in the beginning?
I don't really think Brian Rossman was really enticed by the light of the camera, but he will get his announcing debut in for the Wayne Hills
He was on the
Patriots.
30-minute drill. That's what he was on.
Yes, he was. He did hockey. He did some baseball, I believe. Some Olympics. So
Olympics.
he got in there, but there's going to be a role reversal day for WHTV coming up in the fall where Andrew or I, maybe both of us will shut you off, we'll do camera, and Brian Rossman, maybe we'll get a chance to do some play-by-play.
Really?
I think so. That'd be a good idea.
I never got the memo for this, but
Well, you're getting the memo right now, Mr. Gayo.
I might want to be director. Take over for the greats back in the day. Maxon L. Gowdy doing audio.
Matthew Dubois.
Matthew DeBow doing director, Sean Quinn doing technical stuff. This is really throwing it back there, back in the day.
Yeah, Sean Quinn, quite a legend for WHTV back 2 years ago, once he joined us for the playoffs.
Will Piper, cameraman.
As it's headed out by Fairlawn, as Wayne Hills had an opportunity for their fourth goal, as Sujin is upset that he was unable to connect for the Patriots' fourth goal. And now I'd like to give you the answer to tonight's jury question, which is brought to you by Wayne Hills High School. Study hard and get good grades. The question was, who did the Patriots lose to in the quarterfinals of the North 1 Group 3 state playoffs? If you said Sparta, you are correct. Sparta went on to the finals, but they lost to Ramapo, and Ramapo was just outstanding last year. They were 19-3-1.
I think it was 2-0 at Sparta, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, I think it was 2-0.
And I remember from last year in lunch, Mr. Nito was telling me about the Sparta game, how they're all about sports. I mean, if you look at their field, behind them is just farm, and there's nothing but sports for them to play.
As Paris scoops up the ball in his own goal box, dribbles the ball to the ground as he rolls it to number 7, Medina.
Actually, back in the day, I believe it was my sophomore year, I remember watching the girls' basketball. They played Sparta in the state tournament. And the T-shirts are actually quite clever. If you ever saw the movie 300, one of the phrases is, "This is Sparta." And on their T-shirts, it actually had that phrase on the back, and that's just creativeness at its best.
I think they played them our freshman year, right?
No, sophomore year, because they made that big run in the state tournament. the girls.
Okay. That was
They played
that
High
was in the
Point.
semifinals.
High Point was freshman year.
They played Sparta in the semifinals.
After upsetting Oltapan at Oltapan.
That was quite a game, but last year they couldn't come up big against Oltapan. They lost 50-28. We'll see what happens this year. Anyway, back to soccer. Medina up the left side of the field. Taken by Nomowski. Nomowski up the right side, looking to possibly get a goal for Fairlawn. Fairlawn will really need a couple goals quick if they want even a chance to get back into this game. Nomowski being defended by Nito. Nomowski centers as the ball is out of bounds. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please email the Wayne Hills TV Club at WayneHillsTV@AOL.com. Once again, that is WayneHillsTV@AOL.com. All WHTV sporting events are shown on Channel 77, broadcast locally in Wayne, and all games are available as a live simulcast at www.waynetownship.com. Once again, all games are available as a live simulcast at www.waynetownship.com. They're still working out some improvements on waynetownship.com. Still a couple of buffering issues with the video, but we're definitely doing big things here at Wayne Hills High School. Wouldn't you say, Andrew?
Oh, definitely. It's all about big things. You go big or you go home. You don't want to get smaller here at Wayne Hills High School.
I think that's a quote for the quote book there, Andrew.
I guess so. I guess someone's gonna have to write it in.
DeLorenzis fires a shot. Nice save there by Pear as the ball is deflected out to Nito. Nito makes a move. Nito centers it. Levine fires a shot over the crossbar. A nice score opportunity there for Levine.
As AJ trying to get AJ actually scored in the Pascack Hills game, David. He was one of the 5 goals in there. Apparently everyone went crazy when AJ scored the goal because AJ's AJ.
AJ has a large faithful at Wayne Hills. So everyone was ecstatic when he scored. As Aaron Solomon and Antonio Matarazzo check in for Fairlawn. As Saker Hot and Dragan Namoski, check out for Fairlawn. So Fairlawn is most likely conceding this game, as it's probably getting late in the second half. Fairlawn down 3-0. If you're just joining us, I'm David Suntup alongside Sean Yu and Andrew Gayo, as Emmanuel Logothetis and Nick Rowick get ready to check in for the Patriots.
It's all about the PT.
To Nito. As Nito loses the ball out of bounds, a throw-in for the Cutters. As the ball is thrown in, taken by Donofrio. Donofrio up the field, headed by Seba. As Acosta up the left side of the field. Acosta going against the Brody as the Brody falls down. Acosta fires a shot off the crossbar as Bernstein dives in front of the goal. Guys, I thought that ball actually hit the inside of the crossbar and went in the goal.
No, it actually, obviously it didn't because it hit the top, went right back down, but there are bold dots by the Patriots and more unfortunate luck for the Cutters.
I thought that might have been a goal. Obviously, we don't have an overhead view, and there's no instant replay in soccer. But no goal there for Fairlawn. As the Mowski to check back in for the Cutters. Their short breather. You have to give him credit because he's played a lot of this game on a hurt knee. Shows how much heart he has. Grossberg up to Machuca. Machuca up to Matarazzo. Wallstein across the field to Medina. Medina off the left side of the field. Handled by Susser. Voiku up to the middle of the field. Handled by number 4, Mike Seba. The Brody handles the ball at the right side of the field. Kicked up to Levine. Levine up the right sideline for Kennedy. Kennedy up the field. Cuts it to the center of the field. As no offsides is called in that last play. Fairlawn upset with the call as Pear slides and gains control of the ball. As the ball is kicked up. Nice high pump by Pear. Kicked back into Fairlawn territory by Sujin. Acosta gets tripped up. Kicked up by Levine. As Fairlawn gets some kind of kick here. I'm not sure what it is. Andrew, any idea?
Direct kick, I mean.
Direct kick for the Cutters.
To be honest with you, I dazed off there for a second because it's getting dark. And when it gets dark, I start to fall asleep.
Well, it's tough waking up at 6 o'clock in the morning to go to school every day. That I'll have to say. Solomon up the right side of the field. Solomon tries to center it. Kicked up by Daniel. Voiku up the left side of the field. Voiku passes it to Kennedy.
Good work, Saucer.
As it's kicked up by Seba. Medina. Off the left side of the field. Taken by Acosta. Acosta maneuvering. Nice play there by DeBrody to take the ball away from Acosta as DeBrody is taken down as someone tugged on his shirt. As a header by Solomon, wide left, as there will be a goal kick for the Patriots. As the Patriots clear out their bench, Josh Kaufman, Emmanuel Logothetis, Nick Rowick, and Tony Amubile all checking into the game as Sean Kennedy and Tony DeLorenzis check out. If you're sitting in your house right now, I believe Tony DeLorenzis deserves a standing ovation because he just played a fantastic ball game today. Joe Brunetti, a huge asset on the defensive side of the ball, also checking out, and so is AJ Levine and Mike Daniel.
And one of my great friends, Frank Minucci, is in. Let's see what work he can do.
The Italian stallion, to say the least.
I believe Vinny Porta might be checking in to play
I think he
goalie
is.
for the
Vinny
last few
Porta
minutes of this
is
game.
coming in.
He's getting on the gloves.
Getting in his suit. Frank Tanucci Minucci, as many call him, at Wayne Hills High School.
Amubile going for the ball. I played with Tony Amubile back 9 years ago for the Wayne Panthers.
we
and
did.
He was just a fantastic soccer player back in the day. Scored a lot of big goals for Ralph D'Amico's Panthers. Taken by DeBrody. DeBrody up the right sideline. Minucci up to number 18, Tony Amubile. Amubile making some moves. Amubile to Minucci. Minucci centers it. Taken up by Wallstein. Logothetis up the field to Nito. Nito makes his move as Nito loses the ball but regains possession. As it will be a kick for Fairlawn. Solomon up the field as the kick is blocked by Rowick. Logothetis going at Solomon. As Solomon falls down, they're going to call a foul on Logothetis as he pushed Solomon down. Namowski up the field, taken by Grossberg. As Kaufman takes the ball away from Solomon, as Kaufman gets tripped up. Rowick up the field. As Nito kicks it up the field and heads it over Solomon. Taken by Amubile. As it's kicked out of bounds by Wallstein. As Vinny Porta coming into the game for the Patriots in goal. As Alan Bernstein will check out of this game. Alan Bernstein, another shutout on the season. I believe that's his 4th or 5th shutout. He's definitely been one of the top 2 or 3 goaltenders in Passaic County this year, maybe even the best.
I think he might be getting a mug shot for the all-first team all-county. I always wanted one of those.
Well, I think he should go to Hackensack very shortly and get his shot because...
Or West Patterson.
He'll definitely be in there. Well, hopefully I can get one for tennis this year. I just fell short, 1 round short.
Would you squint, David, and make the face?
I think I'd do a mug shot, to be honest with you.
Mug shot.
Actually, I might smile because winning the county tournament is something special. But I wasn't smiling after last year's county tournament because losing in the finals isn't good enough for me. Let's just put it that way. As Porta scoops up the ball. As a line drive kick by Porta up to Voiku. Voiku heads it up the field, taken by Seba. Seba maneuvering. Seba into Wayne Hills territory. Headed by Kaufman. Grossberg up to Hot. Hot. Entry pass. Hit away by DeBrody. As the ball's kicked away by Sujin. Sujin kicks out the right side of the field. Taken by Susser. Namowski. As the kick sails over the goal. Goal kick for Wayne Hills. As time is definitely waning here in this ball game as the Wayne Hills Rangers have a 3-0 advantage over the Fairlawn Cutters.
Yeah, I believe it's around the 80th, somewhat in the 80th minute area. And during that time, it's very hard to score goals as the defense steps up and your players lose stamina. So I believe this game's out of reach for Fairlawn.
As Acosta comes in for Matarazzo. Nito up the left side of the field. Nito looking to add another goal for the Patriots. Amiobile fires a shot over the goal. Nice pass there by Matt Nito, setting up a scoring opportunity for Tony Amiobile.
Yeah, just then, Nito showing his great acceleration as he flew down the sideline.
Yeah, I mean, Nito, you saw him put on the Jets there, and he definitely has the nicest hair on his team. There's no question about that. He's Matt Nito. He's the man.
Matt Nito, also a math guru in pre-calculus and stat, and now he's in my AP calculus class with the legendary calculus teacher, Mr. Edward Zambrano.
Easy as I call him. I mean, he's the man. If he's not the man, I don't know who is.
Nito, watch the outside, Nito!
Grossberg kicks up the left side of the field, kicked away by DeBrody. So it'll be a throw-in for Fairlawn.
And you could just see why Alan Bernstein is the captain of the team, as he's still barking out orders as he's on the sideline.
So this will be the 5th win in a row for the Patriots. So after starting off 0-2-1, a tie against Fairlawn, and then losses against Northern Highlands and Ramapo, Wayne Hills has really turned around their season in a big way, as Brandon Hill checks into the game for Emmanuel Logothetis. Hill, a sophomore for this Patriots team, played on the Wayne Valley Indians last season as he moved to the other side of town.
As Emmanuel, I think, got thrown out of the game. I'm not exactly sure what happened, but Coach Graham is kind of baffled about why he's out of the game.
The players on the bench are laughing about it too. Emmanuel came in, probably played about 5 minutes, and now he's out of this game. I have no clue what's been going on.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he was a bruiser. I don't know. He's motivated though. I mean, he goes out there with a lot of energy, and whatever happens, happens.
Yeah, Emmanuel Logothetis is always playing his heart out there for the Patriots. As Ryan Dewey get a couple of laughs on the sideline, and he has a right to get a couple of laughs because the Wayne Hills Patriots have totally dominated this game against the Fairlawn Cutters. Amiobile going against Seba. Seba makes a couple of nice moves, kicks it back to Medina. Medina up the field, headed by Hill. As Hill going against Hot. Hill up the field, taken away by Wallstein, excuse me. Wallstein up the field. Wallstein shot way right of the goal. It'll be a goal kick for the Patriots. And if you're Coach Graham, you definitely have to be satisfied with your team's effort in this game.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, no question about it. They came out here. They actually were in the locker room for a good portion before the game. They were just sitting there all concentrated, focusing. And they went out to warm up a little later, maybe to get, collect some thoughts, to get some motivation. They're 5 wins now. They call it the new season. They're 5-0. They didn't call the first 3 games really any part of the season. They treat it as if it's the new season. Now going into the quarterfinals against West Milford, the motivation's there and the momentum. So they got this one.
Well, they did have a little bit of a tough schedule because Ramapo is one of the top teams in North Jersey, and they played well for most of the game. I believe the game was 0-0 going into halftime, and then Ramapo got 3 goals in the second half. The Wayne Hills defense just broke down. They tied Fairlawn, and they lost to Northern Highlands 1-0, but they will play Northern Highlands next Friday in Allendale, New Jersey, and then they have 2 games against Alta Pans still to come. It's an indirect kick for Fairlawn as it's saved by Porta as Hot tries to get a foot in there. Porta complains to the ref after Hot obstructed Porta. I don't blame Vinny for that one. It's Porta up the field, taken by Rowick. Rowick to Donofrio. Donofrio passes it to Minucci. Couldn't quite see the face from here. Hot up the middle of the field. Hot to Namuski as Namuski falls down again. Taken by Machuca. Machuca centers it. Kicked away by Sujin. taken by number 5 for Fairlawn, Andrew Rosoff.
Yeah, this has been a great all-around game for Wayne Hills. I haven't seen any mistakes or any flaws in the Wayne Hills team, and that is the end of the game. So, great game by Wayne Hills. Solid
As
play.
the end of the game here at Patriots Field. All high fives here for the Patriots as the Wayne Hills Patriots defeat the Fairlawn Cutters 3-0 in a crucial North Bergen Interscholastic League Division I contest. Guys, what were your thoughts on this contest?
I mean, it was a well-fought game, but the better team won, and right now Wayne Hills is better than Fairlawn overall. When you win a game 3-0, you know you came out, you're focused. Now, it's all about Friday. There's no other season besides Friday. If they win Friday, they're on fire. As it is, they're on a roll.
Yeah, great game. I see bright futures for Wayne Hills as they've gone 5-0, and I mean, county's a big thought for them, and just great play for Wayne Hills, no mistakes, and I've seen a lot of good things from Wayne Hills. As Matt Nito told me before that their offense has been struggling, but I haven't seen any of that today.
Well, Wayne Hills bowed out in the quarterfinals of the Passaic County Tournament last year, so they definitely want to build on that from last year. It'll definitely be a big game at West Milford, definitely a game that they could win. But if they play like they have the last 5 games, I think it could happen.
Yeah, oh no, definitely anything can happen, and it's all there. And sorry, I'm lost for words as I'm listening to a conversation, and I'm just okay. So now that we figured out Emmanuel Lucius got a yellow card because I was very confused about what was going on. But you know what I mean? It's present for you known. You get in there, you get a yellow card. Have a little fun, you know what I'm saying? Now, Dave, what was your question again? Because I got lost after that conversation.
Well, we were basically just talking about how Wayne Hills are doing counties. Basically, anything could happen, but Wayne Hills couldn't be playing any better going into the county game against West Milford.
Oh, yeah, no question. I mean, when you're on a roll, when you win 5 in a row, you're definitely having the momentum to do well, and that's all you can ask for out of the team.
And definitely a big key for Wayne Hills is goaltending. Alan Bernstein has been one of the top keepers in North Jersey this season, and especially when it gets down to the wire in a close game, you really need the goaltender to step up. So Wayne Hills is a big advantage in that area of the game.
Oh, yeah, I mean, and Alan's played remarkable this year. I mean, at a level I've never seen him play. I mean, he always was a solid goalie, but now to come up and to do this well, I mean, it's unbelievable.
So, guys, Wayne Hills at the BUS Milford, they'll probably play Clifton. Do you think Wayne Hills has a chance to knock off the Mustangs?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, at the way they're playing, anything can happen. They're going to have to play really hard, though, because Clifton's Clifton. We all know how they play year in and year out, and they're unbelievable.
Yeah, Clifton is a good team, but after today's game, I've seen great things from Alan Bernstein and the great offensive squad for Wayne Hills. So, I don't know. Clifton might have a loss coming up soon.
For Sean Yu, Andrew Gayo, Brian Russman, I'm David Suntup signing off after the Wayne Hills Patriots win their 5th game in a row and their 5th game of the season to improve to 5-2-1. The Fairlawn Cutters fall to 3-6-1. I'm David Suntup signing off.